the things I learned from a really good supervisor in the cable shop was that he didn't just move people from one segment cable number to another segment cable number without actually bringing them into his office and talking to them and saying why he was moving them to that segment number and what his expectations were and why it was important. He would take them over and show them where their cable was on the missile mock-up so they would get the sense of importance of what they're doing. So when you have lots of different people working for you, if you can ever tell them the why they're doing things, it really makes a big difference in their attitude towards what they're doing, the quality of their work, how quickly they get the job done because they know the necessity of the work that they're doing. So spend some time thinking about the area that you have responsibility for leading and why are you doing all the things that you're doing? Why are you doing the work you're doing? You know, why the person has to spend a whole bunch of time scraping things by hand versus using power tools because of chromate or other things that cause us to have to do things differently. It really helps if people know the whole story of why they're doing what they're doing, and it does really make a difference in their lives because they know why they're doing what they're doing. It isn't fun to be in a job where people just keep giving you more stuff and you just keep cranking and cranking and cranking and you have no idea what you're doing and why you're doing it and who you're doing it for and that kind of thing. So that's the tell people why they are doing something. The next one is get out of jail free. It's been kind of a fun thing we've done in the management ranks, the people that report to me. If they do something especially good, then I give them a get out of jail free card. And what that's for is when something bad happens, that one of their employees makes a mistake, something doesn't get done like it's supposed to, something's late, they have the option to bring in their get out of jail free card and not have to hear my 30-minute speech on meeting your objectives and doing the things you should be doing and all the lectures you get from leaders. Think about for yourself, when can forgiveness be effective? And you don't skate because they hate to give up those get out of jail free cards because you don't know, later you might need one more than you needed today. So some people come in and they say, no, I want the lecture, I'm not going to give you my get out of jail free card because there may be a worse thing that happens next week and I'm going to hold my get out of jail free card until that time. But as a leader, you need to come up with things like that help break the tension, that help to be able to communicate in a much more casual way. By having something like a get out of jail free card or some other kind of certificate, that you want to give out. I believe in having those kinds of symbolic things in the workplace, using cups to authorize people. So for yourselves, ask yourself, what's going to be your trademark? What's going to be the thing that they tease you about at your retirement? What are you going to be known for? And so, I'm happy that get out of jail free is going to be one of the things that I am known for, and makes the managers a little more comfortable when something goes wrong, because none of them want something to go wrong. And so if you have a manager that doesn't care that things go wrong, it'll take a lot more than a get out of jail free card to get them off the hook. That's a whole different problem. But for the most part, I don't have that issue. All of my managers feel horrible when bad things happen. Employees feel horrible when bad things happen. So having something that gives forgiveness can be very effective. And so think about the kinds of things you do as a leader. Do you have some things that you do? I used to have these little light bulbs. They were like patches, like our patches would get, the FM patch and stuff. But they were a little light bulb, and when somebody would have a really good idea in manufacturing, I'd give them one of the light bulbs. They'd put it on their toolbox, or they'd sew it on their jacket, or whatever. Well, yeah, it's silly, but pretty soon people were saying, well, I got 3 light bulbs. How many light bulbs do you have? And then they started, having more ideas and coming forward with more things. things, and it stimulated people, and all it was a little, light bulb. So simple things can be very important. They can be fun. They can make the work environment more interesting. So think about, what are you going to be known for? What are you using? Are you, and I think that's kind of why the company came out with now the website that you can go to do a thank you card, where you can pick a picture and you can pick a saying and kind of make up an email thank you card, which goes to the employee and their boss. I think because the company recognizes that sometimes those things that don't really have much intrinsic value really do have a lot of value in the workplace. I think we're doing a close-up now.
So are the get out of jail free cards going to be transferable to Todd?
I don't know that yet. I will be talking to Todd to find out if he's going to honor all the get out of jail free cards. There's not a lot of them out there.
No, but I have one.
Okay.
And you've been saving it.
Because like she said, I might need it for something worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it's fun. I think it makes things more fun. So, as a leader, you can think about, what do you want to do to make it interesting and fun
Well, plus there's a dynamic that if they come to your desk holding out the get out of jail free card, they're already beating themselves up.
yeah, they've already admitted that they
Much
made a
more than
mistake.
you could.
Oh, absolutely.
There's nothing you could do
Yes.
over and above their own humiliation or
Yes.
their own sorrow for coming in and presenting a card to you. So,
Absolutely.
so it's easier for you too.
It is. Because I don't like chewing people out either. So when they come in, oh, here's my card, It does. It helps because you're not the one that's having to be the bad guy. They're being the bad guy to themselves by admitting they're having to lose one of their get out of jail free card. So symbology, makes a big difference. I was talking to Jim yesterday because he really values this one cup he has that says he doesn't have to success his office. Okay, well, it's just a paper cup. I mean, he actually built a little case for it, little shrine for it.
I can help you with that, Jim.